Okay. Let's talk about it, man. Man. There's a lot to talk about in them first round matchups. First of all, go ahead, hit that like. We're about to get into it. First match, we got Drugs versus Yoshi. Yoshi G. Yo, that was a good battle. Drugs came in there aggressive off the break. Punch at the punch, wordplay, schemes. I loved it. You could tell Yoshi was a little nervous. I thought maybe that the ghost writing allegations might have played a part in that because people was hanging on every word trying to hear like any of those bars that QP had posted. Second round, drugs on the ass again. Drugs, no drugs making this joke feel like she anything. Question her motherhood. Question her choices in men. Question everything about her as a woman. Like he attacked her. He didn't come with that little funny shit. He attacked her as a mom, as a woman, as a black queen. And he got her the fuck out of there. Now, on the third, he did choke. Well, he didn't choke, he stumbled. He stumbled, he stopped, he rewinded the words. The second and the third is where Yoshi G heated up on his ass, but it wasn't enough. Drugs, I think, probably edged every round, and I'm gonna give her the third just because he slipped, he paused, and I feel like, nah, I'm not gonna give him the round for that. But no matter how you got it, Drugs 2-1, maybe a gentleman 30. But I really enjoyed that battle. Drugs look like he on a mission, but he got the rematch against Rum Nitty next week. We're gonna talk about that later, but I don't know, man. He looked like he on a mission. Talking about he need that $100,000 to get his daughter back, to get the lawyer and the custody case and all that. I feel for the brother. I got a daughter, but I don't think he gonna beat Rum. All right, let's get into the next battle. I believe was the Prep and Swave battle. Okay, like I'm not even gonna play. Like I had Prep. Prep was my dark horse to win the whole thing. So of course I'm a little biased, and I felt like Prep won that clearly. Well, not clearly. I felt like he won the first, even though a lot of people feel like Sway might have won that first. And I felt like he left Earth in that motherfucking third. Like he was on, and that's probably that. To be honest with you, that's probably why he won that battle. Cause he went so fucking crazy in the third. I'm talking about aggression, wordplay, schemes. I was like, I was all over the fucking place watching that shit. I was like, oh my god. But then when they was doing the judging and the results, and it went to the motherfucking fan vote, and Sway feel like he got robbed. How you feel like you got robbed when you know it's four judges in the fan vote? How is that a fucking robbery? Now it was a motherfucking robbery that took place, but it wasn't that motherfucking battle. It was a motherfucking robbery that took fucking place, but it wasn't that battle. Okay. That first round could have went either way. I felt like Prep had a few more punches in there. I felt like a few of his shit hit the most, and like just like Rap Fanatic said, even though he gave it to Swave, he even said it that Prep had more moments in the battle. He did. He had moments that shit. If it was a building filled with people like motherfucking one of these big events like Gnome, that shit would have rocked the fucking crowd. Some of the shit he was doing to Swave. Now some of that motherfucking, like he said, some of that second round shit, far as the detective and the karate shit, I ain't want to hear that shit. So I gave that second round to Swave. But the first and third definitely with the prep. I don't give a fuck how niggas feel. Like I said, he felt like he got robbed. Another nigga felt like he got robbed. But it was only one fucking robbery. Let's go to the Cortez official. Cortez and the fucking official. I'm not going to lie. I was on here, the same channel, talking about Cortez going to get 30 by official. I'm here to apologize, Cortez. I'm here to fucking apologize. He came in there with no play. Now, I'm going to pump my brakes real fast, though. Official wasn't official in that motherfucker. She was stumbling, pausing, choking, stopping her rounds. That bitch was trash. Oh, excuse me. She was trash. Official was trash. and Cortez came with no play. And I feel like he had a chip on his shoulder. I feel like he came with aggression. Even after the battle, Hitty Man was like, yeah, Cortez, I had you winning, man. I had won money on you. Cortez was like, oh, I don't want to hear that shit. I was like, Cortez, you doing the most right now. Yeah, niggas don't really respect you. There's a reason why you don't get respected. Because you lose, nigga. You lose. And you feel like niggas should treat you like Surf because Surf lose. Nah, niggas fuck with Surf. Niggas don't fuck with you. And I don't have nothing to get Cortez. I like a lot of Cortez battles. I did not have him winning because honestly, I felt like if it was even, the judges would have gave it to official. If it was close, the judges would have gave it to official. And if it went to the fan vote, the fans would have gave it to official. That's why I had official winning. It had really nothing to do with Cortez because Cortez is a vet. He gonna come with bars. He gonna come with well-written schemes, wordplay, delivery, something we gotta talk about. All that. But if it was even or close in that battle, best believe Cortez would have went the fuck home. Oh, y'all niggas don't want to say it, huh? Well, I'm saying it for you. That's what it would have happened. In no way was the fan votes voting for her had the battle been close. So he 30 clipped her. I'm talking about dirty 30. Official, that's probably the worst official I ever seen. Like, she totally fumbled the bag. 100,000 on the line. Potentially 100,000 on the line, and you fumble the fucking bag, man. I'm sick of this shit, man. Sick of these battlers, man. You keep saying this is your profession. This is your art. But a lot of y'all niggas don't take that fucking shit seriously. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you don't. And this was the round where I felt like should have been the cleanest rounds out of the whole tournament. Because this is where you had the most time to write. Everything else was 2 weeks. Boom, 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 boom. So, yeah. I can't, motherfucking official then had no bars. No, none. I don't care what anybody said. None of them Jones hit. Dirty 30. Shit was trash. At that point in the tournament, at that point in the battles of the night, that was I had that as the worst battle. Until later on, we'll talk about that. Like Cortez says, something we got to speak about. But now we're going to go right into the Jerry West and Swamp, which was probably one of my favorite battles of the night. These niggas was battling, going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And I feel like Jerry got that first clearly to me. Jerry got that first. But I feel like Swamp turned up in that second and started talking that talk. And in the third, he kept the momentum going. I felt like I think he clearly won the second, and I feel like it can go either way in the third, but I give it to Swamp. Because like I said, Swamp flow, it's hard to beat Swamp flow. Like, you got to come in there and knock Swamp head off. Because his flow is captivating. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those flows that people want to hear over and over again. So, and Jerry, I felt like Jerry, he had a little too much filler in the second. He didn't punch his head off in the second, but in the first he punched his motherfucking head off. Fuck with Jerry. So I gave that 2-1 to Swamp. I had Swamp winning the second and the third. I think most of the judges had it the same way too, I believe. So yeah, that was a fire ass battle though. Them niggas was going back and forth, punching, and then motherfucking then Swamp start getting into that motherfucking South Carolina talk on that nigga, man. Got him the fuck out of here. What we got next, yo? We got Serious Jones and Rum motherfucking Nitty. Okay. This was also a battle. It was a little controversial around this battle. Serious Jones didn't show much sportsmanship in this battle. I just want that to be clear. And he did well. He did very well in this battle. He held his own against Rum fucking Nitty, who punches niggas' heads off. You got to understand what you're getting into when you get in the ring with Rum. He coming to punch your fucking lights out. And that's it. That's it. That's all. And I feel like Rum punched his head off in the first. I feel like Jones started to heat up in the second. Some of his bars be so dated to me. I don't care. Some of his bars feel like they back in the barbershop and he got the motherfucking long ass chain on and the white tee with his hat turned backwards. That's what I think of Serious Jones. And a lot of them bars felt like that to me. I mean, the judges gave him the second round, I believe, but I wasn't feeling none of Jones's material, to be honest with you. Maybe his third. I was feeling his third. I felt like, and I don't even think that was the best run we ever seen. I don't know. I felt like Jones' bars was dated. It felt like old ass Smack DVD bars. Some of that shit. But some of the shit was fire. Some of this shit is fire. You know what I'm saying? Put the math down, feel like hopscotch. All that was fire. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't mad at nobody giving that 2-1. You know what I'm saying? I say it's a gentleman's 30, Nitty. That's just my opinion. Nitty's more captivating. Nitty's more dynamic. Nitty creativity is way better. Like, I don't know. It could be a preference thing, but I feel like Nitty got him out the way. I feel like Serious Jones bars are outdated. And then during the motherfucking judging, this nigga walks off stage. Because he didn't like what the motherfucker... I think it was Minnesota Luke that was actually judging at the time. Didn't like what Minnesota Luke had to say. So he walked off stage and you can hear him like bang something or throw something. Like, man, come on, man. You on that Bam ass shit, man. You out here getting money to fucking battle rap, man. And you gonna act like that. It's still more potential bags to get with Smack. What are you doing? Like, I don't be understanding niggas, but whatever. That nigga always been a clown. That's why he got knocked the fuck out. So that was 2-1. That's, I think, that most of the judges got that 2-1 Nitty. But like I said, that might have been a gentleman's 30 for me. And then we gonna go to the Geechee Gotti Riggs, which was a funny battle to me. Maybe it wasn't meant to be funny, but Geechee was talking that shit. They kept he believed he felt like they gave Riggs too much time. So every time he started his round talking about, I don't want that time shit, motherfucker, don't stop my motherfucking time. But Geechee didn't come to play. He went bang, 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 hitting fucking Riggs. Getting Riggs out of the way, punching his head off, talking that real Geechee talk, that authentic shit, that slick talk that niggas know Geechee for. Riggs started off good in his first. His momentum was picking up, and then he had some problem with his throat was dry. He had to stop for a minute, get some water, and it stopped the whole momentum. And it wasn't a choke, but it felt like one. That's what the energy was after he did it. And then Geechee punched his head off again in the second. You know what I'm saying? And then Riggs started heating up. He started heating up in that motherfucking second. I was like, oh, yeah. Okay, he about to fight back. But I still edged that round to Geechee. But I did give the third round to Riggs. I felt like Riggs was talking that same type of talk that you normally get from Geechee in the third. That real talk, that motherfucker, I've been there with your life like talk. But and I feel like Geechee, he already knew he won the first two, so he didn't really give everything in that third. I think his third was probably his shortest round, and it probably was his weakest round, if I had to be honest. His weakest round of all three. So, but he won the first two clearly, walking away. And Riggs won that third. He heated up too late. He should have came a little more punch heavy, knowing it was only a 2-minute time limit. I feel like he should have, all his best material should have been in the front of his rounds. But like I said, Riggs, I like Riggs. I feel like Riggs gonna get more looks, but you was going against Geechee, and there's 100 bands right there. I don't. You had to clearly beat Geechee, and I don't think you did that. So that's 2-1 debatable G30. All right. This brings us to the final battle of the evening. Boy. KCJ and motherfucking New Jersey Twork. I hated this battle. I hated this fucking battle. This was not a good battle. When this battle drops on the app, do not watch this battle. I'm saving you. Trust me, I'm saving you. Do not watch this battle. Twork Church chokes. Off the break. Chokes. First two bars in, chokes. Yeah, he grinds through, finishes round short, bam. KCJ demolishes him, boom. It doesn't even matter what she says because he's choking off the first couple bars. Second round come, he chokes again. And then he's like rubbing his eyes, rubbing his head. Oh, I told niggas I didn't want to do this. I don't want to hear that shit, Twork. You fucking New Jersey Twork. You're supposed to be a top 10 battle rapper, supposedly. Come on, man. Come on, niggas gotta be real with these niggas, man. He's trash. I don't give a fuck. He's trash. If you don't come prepared, you're trash. You don't come prepared, you're trash. I don't give a fuck how niggas feel. You don't come prepared, you trash. He didn't even come prepared but one whole round. Fuck having three. You ain't come with one. Not one round. And these fucking judges had the audacity to kind of shoot this nigga some bail. Like, oh yeah, the shit he did have. Fuck that. That nigga choked in the first two bars. And he went last. He was the last battle of the evening. And you telling me you choke in your first two. So what are you doing while all the other battles is going on? But these is the fan favorites. These is the guys y'all root for. These is the guys y'all want to see win. Because he does a fucking strapped in madness. He did that shit in the battle just to carry him by maybe 3-4 bars. Because he had no material. KCJ dirty 30, man. That shit was a disgrace. He did her dirty, but not come prepared. He basically said, I don't fucking respect you. I don't give a fuck about this shit. I don't give a fuck about you as a battle rapper. Matter of fact, he kept calling her trash. He kept saying, yeah, you beat me, but you trash. He kept telling her that. And he didn't come with one round. I'm done with that nigga, man. I don't know how y'all feel. Y'all can let me know in the comments or whatever. I'm done with that nigga. Like, come on, man. You ain't been doing this long enough for us to let that shit slide. You ain't one of these vets, nigga. You slightly new still, nigga. Man, I can't stand that shit, man. What's the saying? You had one job, nigga. Oh, but he gonna tell us he probably got a lot of shit going on in his life. He got family issues. He dropping music. He got businesses all around. Now, y'all know I didn't talk about one battle because I wanted to say that for last. I want to talk about this battle for last because this is where I feel the robbery took place. This where I feel the nigga put the mask on with the strap out and say, let me get that off you. This the battle that I felt like, okay, maybe it's something going on. Maybe they don't want to get niggas that $10,000 in the brackets. Cause think about it. Think about the bracket busters. Think about the niggas that fill out the brackets for the $10,000. 70% of y'all had motherfucking Cortez losing to official. So did I. But I made more than one bracket. Ha ha. Ha ha, niggas. I made more than one bracket. And who had and motherfuckers, I know a lot of y'all picked motherfucking New Jersey Twerk. But I know I'm 100% sure y'all motherfuckers picked T-Top to beat Jack Boy Maine. Let's fucking talk about that shit. Yeah, that was the best Jack Boy Maine we ever seen. So the fuck what? He didn't beat T-Top. So the fuck what? He didn't beat that nigga. That was the best Jack we ever seen. He didn't stumble. He went straight through. Woo-da-woo-da-woo. He didn't beat T-Top. He didn't beat the nigga. I don't give a fuck how y'all feel. And I felt like the judges was, I don't know, man. The way they just say, oh, like that crazy unorthodox flow shit, like, that shit's not fire to me. That shit's not fucking fire. Just because you spell it out some letters and don't, you look wild as shit, you trash. But there's a lot of niggas out there that feel like Briz is a top tier rapper. And I never felt like Briz was. And I feel like y'all niggas feel like Jack Boy, that fucking flow is crazy. It's not crazy. Shit's trash. Shit's whack. T-Top beat that nigga, man. Y'all ain't want T-Top to win this shit. Y'all ain't want T-Top to win another tournament. And I don't blame you. That nigga's the king of this tournament shit. Y'all didn't want T-Top to be there. Y'all didn't want T-Top to be able to show y'all how to prepare in 2 weeks. You didn't want T-Top to show you how to prepare in 2 weeks. Because I want to see what these niggas look like in 2 weeks. I want to see what a Jack Boy Maine look like in 2 weeks. When he got to try to show and prove that he can motherfucking have another performance like that. Fuck no. That nigga's trash. And T-Top got robbed. They stole from that nigga. If I was motherfucking T-Top, I'd be going down to the police station filing a motherfucking report. They stole from that nigga. Scammers. Feel like Jerry West got a hold of that nigga. I'm disappointed. I am disappointed in that outcome of that round. It was a fire battle. I don't want to take away from the battle, though, because it was a fire-ass battle, but T-Top won. And I feel like we fall into this thing where when we see somebody that fell off, and then when they come back with the best performance we ever seen them do, we hold that a little higher than the consistency that we seen from another nigga. Just because they always do that shit. And I felt like we fell into the same thing with JC and Nun in the super fight. Niggas had JC losing that because it was the best Nun they ever seen. So the fuck what? That wasn't the best. Yeah, that was the best Nun we ever seen, but that don't mean he won. Just because it's the best shit you ever did, that don't mean you still win. Like Sir says, it's just like basketball. Miami Heat played crazy in the NBA, in the Eastern Conference. Played crazy. They wasn't supposed to be there. They played their heart out. Then they meet against the Lakers. They play their heart out again. Jimmy Butler, he's sweating on the sideline. He over the thing. He done Used all his energy, and they still lose. They played the best basketball they could play, and they still lost. You can still lose. Sick of this shit, man. Y'all letting this bullshit pass all the time. But you know what? Cool. Second round, it better be different. Prep still in it. My pick's still in it, though. Y'all see me. Check the video. Check my preview. I picked them to win the whole thing. That's how I feel. I'm standing on that. Man. Make sure y'all subscribe. Hit the like, man. And Twerk, you out of here, man. You got to show something, man. Do not get this nigga no more big stages until he show. Put that nigga on a fucking Born Legacy until he can show he can get 3 fucking rounds, man. Done with these niggas. Mr. Clean.